डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar, dear students. I am Dr. Himanshu Patel and I am working as an assistant professor in School of Computer Science of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad, and I am your instructor for these modules. In today's session, we are going to discuss about social media integration with your app. That is, how to connect from within your app to social media such as Facebook. So, we will discuss in detail about step by step process to carry out these tasks, and finally we write down Android Studio project for the same. So friends, let us start. The learning objective for this session is, after studying these module, learner should be able to list various steps for connecting with social media app like Facebook. Learner can create Facebook app ID on developer portal and setting up various things that is required to integrate social media with your app. And finally, learner will be able to integrate Facebook with their app. So let us try to understand these steps one by one. Now, many mobile apps require a user to create an account or sign up for service in order to use them. Now, from user point of view, this can be somewhat troublesome or annoying, and it is not always the best user experience. So, to give a user seamless experience, you can give them the ability to sign into your app with just single tap of button using one of their social networking accounts like Facebook. In this module, we will learn how to integrate user Facebook account into your Android app and to allow them to log in and also share post from your app into their social networking accounts. Now, for these, we have to follow certain steps because it involves not only Android Studio but other social media platform. So for that we have to carry out certain steps. Now what is prerequisite for these? To connect your app to Facebook, you will need an active Facebook account which you will create an app to get a Facebook app ID. So remember, you must have valid Facebook account to which you can connect as a developer. Now, the first thing is to create project. Here I have given name BAOU Social Media as a project name in Android Studio. Now, rest of the things are clear to you. So, just create one project BAOU Social Media in Android Studio with minimum SDK more than 15. So, this is a first step, right? Now, second step is to go to the Facebook developer portal and you have to log in with your Facebook account. Now, URL you can see on the screen, which is https://developers.facebook.com/apps. Now, on screen you can see login button. So, this is a login button, and if you are not already logged in, you have to log in by clicking on this button. So, after login, you will see this screen. Now, that login button is changed to My Apps, right? So, that you can see on the screen. You can see these link instead of login. So, if you click on these My Apps, you can either show apps created earlier on Facebook developer account, or you can create a new app. So click on My Apps button. When you click on My Apps button, you will be redirected to this page where you can create app by clicking on Create App button shown at the bottom in green color. So if you click this Create App button, you will be able to create new app that can be integrated with Facebook. So just click on Create App button. Now after click on Create New App button, you will be redirected to this page, right? Now on the top you can see, if you follow mouse pointer, here you can see this is your login to Facebook. Now it asks you for the type, so you have to select app type. Now there are many types like business, consumer, games, etc., and workplace also. But here if you don't know which app type you need to choose, you can select none. So just select none and you have to then click on next button. So after clicking on next button, you will be asked to add details such as a display name and email ID. Here I have just written demo email ID. You have to enter your actual email ID. So you can give any app name which is suitable, and then you have to provide email account name. And if you have business account, then you have to select that business account. Here you can see no business account selected. So these two fields are compulsory, display name and email address, right? And then you have to click on Create App button. Now after you click on that button, you will be asked to enter your Facebook account password to ensure that the app is created by you only. So this is a verification process. So it is for security of your account. So you need to enter password if it asks you, right? And then you have to submit. So it may ask for a Facebook credential. You have to enter that and then you have to press submit. Now when you click on submit, it will ask you to add a product like Facebook login. Here we just want to provide login facility. So you have to select Facebook login, which is first. Here you can see this is a Facebook login functionality. So you have to click on Facebook login to set up Facebook login in your app. After you click on these, there are 4 options, right? Whether you want to add this functionality to iOS, Android, web or other. So here we want to add this functionality to Android. So click on Android button and then you have to download Facebook SDK if it is not already downloaded on your system. So by clicking on this green button, you can download Facebook SDK. After downloading, you have to press next button. So click on next button. Now then you have to follow the instruction, and after doing all the necessary changes in your project which is mentioned on the screen, you have to press next button. So you have to add dependency, you have to add import statement, you have to add some code inside your Gradle build file, etc. So there are basically 4 to 5 steps that you have to follow as shown in the screen. So whenever you create these, it is there. So don't worry, they are very easy and clear cut. so you can easily understand. So follow the instruction and then press next button. The next step is to provide package name and default activity class name. Now these package name is your Android Studio package and this activity is your Android Studio main activity name, right? So here one example is given like com.example.myapp, but you have to enter your own package name and you have to enter your own main activity class name, right? And then you have to click on save and then you can continue by clicking on continue button shown at the bottom. The next step is to add your development and release key hashes. Now this is somewhat technical. Now for these you must have installed Java Development Kit on your system and there is a key and certificate management tool which is key tool that you have to use. Another thing you require is OpenSSL for Windows library which is known as a OpenSSL library. Now link for the same is given on that page. You can download from that, store on your computer and you must know the JDK path, right? Now the command is also given on the page. The command is very simple. You have to just remember that the first path here it is C users hdh.android debug.keystore. This hdh is your username on computer, right? So you will find probably your debug.keystore file here only path change will be this username, right? So you have to use this debug.keystore file location here. Then you have to specify the path of OpenSSL library which you have downloaded and store on your computer. So this is my path, right? In blue color is the path of my OpenSSL directory and the last path which is shown in a magenta color is a again path to OpenSSL library, right? So these three things change, other things remain same. You have to execute this command at Java SDK folder. It will ask you for key store password. Now give suitable password and then it generates 28 character long key hash. So in next step you have to enter that generated key on Facebook. Now next step is to enable single sign on for your app. So just you have to click on this. This is a toggle switch. It switch between yes and no. If it is by default it is no. So just click on yes and it will be enabled. So you can log in from anywhere. Then next step is to make changes in your resource and manifest file as per instruction given on that page. So you have to add these two lines inside your string.xml file. You have to add this permission which is for using internet in your manifest file and you have to also add these metadata element inside your application. Now you can directly copy this code by clicking on copy code button and paste it in corresponding file. So again you need not to type anything, you have to just copy and paste it. So next step is to make necessary changes in your manifest file and resource file, and after that you can add log app event functionality to your app. Now for that, you have to add these two lines inside onCreate. Now this is explained here. Now you have to just add these two lines inside your onCreate method of activity. So you can just copy these two lines because onCreate is already provided. So just copy these two lines and paste it in your onCreate. So then you have to press next. Now you are about to end your setup process. Now to actually enable login by user to your Facebook account, you have to add login button. Now code for the same is provided here. So this code you have to copy and paste that code inside your layout file, which is activity underscore main or whatever name you have given to your layout file. So you have to add this code to your layout file and it will create one button which shows Facebook logo and login to Facebook text. So this is how you can add login button to your app to directly log into your Facebook account, and then you have to click on next. Login may be successful or unsuccessful. So for that you have to register callback so that you can handle login responses such as success, cancel or error. So for that you have to add these code in your main activity file at appropriate position. So follow the instruction on page to register callback so that you can know whether login is successful, login is cancelled or there are some errors in login, right? Now you can add other functions. Here we have just considered login onto Facebook account and access profile name and profile picture. So this functionality is limited to login to Facebook account and accessing its profile name and profile picture, right? But you can add other functionality, and for that you have to refers to Facebook SDK documentation. So in next step you can explore this documentation to add more functionality to your app. So this is a basic steps to connect your app with Facebook, right? Now after doing all these things you can test and run your app. So I have already written project for you to demonstrate this functionality, right? So let us see that functionality inside Android Studio project. I have already created this project Bao Social Media for you. Now first let us try to understand manifest file. This is my project structure. So I am opening this manifest file. So what changes is required here? You have to add this use permission inside your manifest file. Then you have to add this meta tag inside your application, and you have to add this intent filter inside your activity. So these are the changes required as per requirement inside Android manifest file, right? Now this is a string.xml file. So here you have to add this Facebook app ID and Facebook login protocol scheme, which is copied from that step. Now this is my main activity file. So here you have to define this login button. Now this login button is available here, you can see here. Now for code for the same is available in that step. So here you can see this is my login button code. So if I put this code inside my activity file, I am able to use this button. Now this is a custom button, that means button which is added by me to know the login status. Now this is optional. By clicking on this button you can log in into your Facebook account from within this app only. So for that we require this button. This is another button. Now remember, name of this button is login status and name of this button is login underscore button, that you can see from attribute window. Let us go to coding part. So here you can see we have to define login button and a normal button. So one login button we need to specify. Now this login button is available from a Facebook SDK, that you can see here. It is part of Facebook SDK. So you have to declare one login button. Now this callback manager is used to know the various status of login like success, cancel or error. So for that we require callback manager. Then we have one button called login status, right? Now inside on create you have to copy these two code from that steps which initialize SDK and add logging functionality to your app. So these two statements must be added inside on create, and then you can create instance of callback manager. These are the reference to two button inside my layout file, and in login status on click event I have used login manager, and here we write down login manager is equal to login manager dot get instance to create instance of login manager, and after that I can actually log in with read permission by writing this statement. So this is used to log in onto your Facebook account. So same functionality is achieved by login with read permission method of login manager. Now let us see how can we know the login status. Whenever user login into their Facebook account from any device, one access token is generated which is unique, right? So these access token can be get using its static method get current access token, and by knowing whether access token is not null and access token is not expired, we can know the login status. If this is true, then it means we have logged in successfully. If it is false, there are some error in login or login is cancelled. The login button provided by Facebook must register callback. So this register callback method is used to register callback. So this is a callback manager and this is a implementation of Facebook callback, and you have to implement these three methods: on success, on cancel and on error. If on success is execute, it means login is successful, so we display success. If it is cancelled by user, then we display cancel, and if there are some error, then we display error message. So this is how using callback manager you can know the login status, right? It is automatically execute based on current action of user, and remember to return callback manager dot on activity result inside your on activity result. So these line must be included inside on activity result to get result inside main activity. So these are the code. Let us try to run these app inside emulator. So my emulator is running Here you can see we have two buttons, login with Facebook and login status. Now I am clicking on login with Facebook. So it is redirecting me to the Facebook page where it displays that you have previously logged in into BAOU with Facebook. Would you like to continue? That means I have already tested these apps. So I have previously logged in into these apps, right? So it's showing me these. If it is for the first time, then, and if you are already logged in into Facebook, then it displays continue as your username, or you have never logged in before, then it is ask you to enter username and password. Now here, since I have already logged in previously, I have to just press continue. So that call manager displays success, and now these login to Facebook is changed to log out. And if I click on login status, again it redirect me to that page. So I can achieve same functionality using either Facebook SDK button or custom button, right? Now I am clicking on logout. So it asks me for the confirmation. You have logged in as a these. So if I click on log out, it means I want to log out. So that again change to continue with Facebook. So this is how we can include social media integration within our app. So friends, in this demonstration we have learned various steps that you need to carry out to integrate social media into your app, and we have learned how to integrate social media, particularly Facebook, in your app. For that you have to go to developer portal of Facebook and do certain steps that is required in order to integrate that functionality inside your app. I hope you enjoy this demonstration. Thank you and happy learning.
स्वाध्यायः परः